Hey guys, Dill's Victoria here. Hope all is well. It is Monday night. Y'all know what it means. Monday night Soulful Conversations. I have a freaking amazing guest. Oh my gosh. Tricia Dyka is here with us. I'm so excited about the conversation we are about to have. Y'all better go like get a drink or some coffee, tea, get a notebook, a pen, because I mean she's gonna drop some gems on us. I've known Tricia for a very long time. She is an amazing human being. She's magic and she has a lot of amazing things going on. And I just wanted to bring her on as the guest expert of her craft, of what she does. And if you guys have any questions, please make sure that you ask her once they come up. She'll be happy to answer them. Hey, Shatisha, how are you? Hello, I'm here doing everything, but I'm here. We appreciate you being here for sure. And as always, comment below what it is that you're grateful for. What is it that you're grateful for in this life? Holidays around the corner, and we need to be grateful. So, Tricia, tell us about yourself. Who are you and what is it that you do?
Hello. Thank you so much for that lovely introduction. And
Absolutely. I
really,
meant every word.
we've known each other for years. For
We
years.
have.
Yes.
We
Yes.
have.
We've connected for years. So it is fabulous to be on your show. I am grateful to be on your show. And I think because you brought up gratitude, it is really important at the end of every single night to share your accomplishments with yourself. Like, I am
Absolutely.
proud of, or I am great that I accomplished this or
Mhm.
that. I don't think people spend enough time going over like the things that went well for them that day and
Mhm.
acknowledging themselves. It's just not a practice that is normally done. And if you
It's
can
not.
incorporate, even if it's one thing, I accomplished this and I'm super excited. I'm proud of myself for this and I'm really excited, along with your gratitude. I think it's
Mhm.
that piece of acknowledging what you did for the day, acknowledging something that you accomplished for the day.
Absolutely.
I think it's
Thank you for
important.
joining us, Richard Griffin from Dr. Farm Organics. Also, before we start on all of this, I want to do a shout out. I have three businesses I want to shout out. I have Kathy Mincer. She is a representative of Young Living. She's also an author. She is a wonderful business entrepreneur and an entrepreneur. And make sure that you follow Kathy Mincer. I'll put all her information in the description box after the live. The next person I want to shout out is Ires Alliston. She's a very good friend of mine. She is a speaker, a trainer, and a business coach. The woman is a wealth of information. Definitely look her up. Her information will also be in the description box below, as well as Amber Lee McCrea. Amber Lee McCrea is a therapeutic nutritionist. She deals with therapy and nutrition all at the same time. Those are my business shout outs for this Monday night Soulful Conversation. Definitely got to shout out the business owners. It's important that I do that because we're all in business here together as entrepreneurs. And I always want to make sure I do my due diligence because I want everyone to win. So that's why I actually created the business Soulful Spotlight shout out. Richard Griffin was on here last week. He got a shout out. So these three wonderful women, make sure you shout them out. Everyone, follow them. I'm gonna, like I said, put the information in the description box below. So Tricia, back to you. You got the floor.
All right. So, um, we talk about soulful conversations. So
Hmm.
let's go back to the end of last year. I
Hmm.
was an empath coach. I love personal growth. I am all about expanding and growing who I am as a person, who I am within my business.
Hmm.
And how many of us have got those intuitive hits, heard the voice, and didn't follow it?
Same.
Like, for real. So I'm going to share with you a story that started me on the journey to where I am today. And I think it's really, really important for anybody out there to do this as well.
Hmm.
And I'm a very big proponent of personal growth. So one of the things that I do is hypnosis. I do subliminal audios. I do all of this affirmations. And it was something that I was constantly doing. And the subliminals I would listen to at night. So at the this morning, I remember this so clearly. Like, you know, the pivotal moments you will remember everything you were doing. That morning I got up, I was making my bed. I took the speaker that I used to listen to the subliminals all night and I put it on my dresser. I finished making my bed and I just remember looking at the speaker and said, what do I have to do differently?
Mm.
What do I have to change? What do I have to tweak? What am I missing to really have the desired end results?
Mm-hmm.
And it just kept, like, I just shouted out maybe, I don't know, 5 to 10 questions. They were empowered what questions?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're asking why the universe has black holes,
Mm-hmm.
I highly recommend you stay away from the why questions, because why tends to put people in victim mode. Why is this happening to me? Why this? Why that? And
Mm-hmm.
people tend to go down that rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't catch themselves, it can deteriorate quickly.
Mm.
So I recommend what questions. I recommend, you know, how can I change? What do I have to do?
Because that's what I do when I'm going through remote moments of reflection or moments of self inventory. Like, how can I do things different, or what is it that I need to do on my end to make sure that I'm always feeling secure and safe within myself? How can I always make sure that I'm like self regulating my nervous system and what that looks like to me? Like, those are the questions I ask myself.
And it's important.
Mm-hmm.
It's important to ask inspiring, empowering, open-ended questions
Mm-hmm.
and then go about your merry way.
Yep. Mhm. And not stay there just like just harboring over it like, yeah, but this is because I think sometimes you end up stuck in that area and you're no longer living, or you're no longer giving yourself permission to experience life at its finest because
Mhm.
you're so stuck of wanting to control this thing. And sometimes things in our lives are, we can't control it. We can control how we respond to it, but to like be so focused on it, it's like you're wasting so much time because the answer's gonna be there some form in time. We just don't know
Yeah,
when.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And when we tend to focus our time and energy on something else away from the question, we're actually allowing our subconscious
Mm-hmm.
or connection to the universe, the God within, whatever you want to call it,
Right.
you're giving that piece space to actually give you answers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that day, I went about my merry little, I was cleaning, I was doing whatever I had to do.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Clear.
and all of a sudden, it was like the answer started to come.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I was like, wait, what? and then here's the thing. I got the answers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I still went, what?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Are
Why
you
did we
kidding
do
me?
that?
I Well, I questioned, did I actually have the capability to do it?
Mm.
Because now I was entering a realm of brain science that I had not ever looked at.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, do I have the ability to do this? You know, I was like, and I went straight into research mode. And I
Mm-hmm.
spent weeks and weeks researching how powerful our brains were. Then I
Mm-hmm.
took it a step further and got a neuroscience certification.
Oh,
And
wow.
yes, I did.
Good job.
I know, right? I really learned a lot about my learning style with this.
Let's talk about this for a moment. How did you learn about your learning style for like let's just dive into that because I often want to know how people learn different things because I'm always a student of life.
Mhm.
And so are you like a visual learner? Are you a hands-on? Like what kind of learner are you?
I'm I am I like to hear. I
Mm-hmm.
like to see. I like you to show me some diagrams. This fits here with this. I like to be able to have the ability to read, but I also like the listening aspect. And I
Mm.
like colors. So the more colorful it
Oh,
is,
okay.
right? For me, it draws my attention. So when I took this neuroscience certification, it was just me reading and reading and reading and reading. and then questions. You had to fill out questions. You had to answer and create your own paragraphs. I was like, oh, please let me poke my eyeballs out, because
That's too much.
I was like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
And it was an interesting realization as I was taking this course, and it took me just to get through one module.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't even want to tell you how long. Because I made every excuse in the book as to why I had other things to do. And then I finally said to myself, and this is a question that I would love all of you to write down, take down, is, am I in alignment with my CEO energy?
Okay, what is a CEO energy?
That is, if you're a business owner, you are the CEO of your company.
Mm-hmm.
So as a business owner, was I in alignment with that energy? No, I was hiding from finishing and looking at this course. So when I got the no, I was like, all right, now I have to refocus, and I have to put my ass in a chair and just sit here and do this course, because I am capable of doing it. And when I didn't understand it, because it didn't have the elements of my learning style, I actually went on and Googled how to do this. Why is this? You know, I would need a little more in-depth explanation in different ways of saying it. Like, because you put it this way, I'm like, I don't get it. So I ended up having to do the research as well. So I am grateful that I did that. You know, now I know for the next certification that I'm looking to take, it has to have other elements of teaching.
Yeah.
Or
I'm a context type of person. Like you need to elaborate to me, like exactly what it is that you mean. So I understand that concept of needing to know more information, because I need context in order for me to completely get it, or else I'm gonna sit there like, the fuck?
I did that because, you know, this really went into our systems, our nervous systems, how our brain operates, how messages travel, and neurons, and neuroplasticity, and neural pathways. So sometimes the connections of exactly how it traveled, I really needed to see it. So for me to completely understand it, so I would have to look at a different picture.
Can I ask you something real quick? When you were talking about the neurons and all that stuff there, I have this conversation all the time about your dopamines, your cortisol levels, and your endorphins. How does that tie into what you're talking about? Because, you know, our brains take us on this roller coaster ride of highs and lows and highs and lows. So how does that play into like what you are doing when it comes to that?
Well, cortisol is really a stress. It's stress. So when we go to change our beliefs by creating new neural pathways, we are shutting down old pathways, creating new neural pathways. While we are in the midst of that, we can absolutely have stress, have tiredness, have emotions come up, because now you can feel sad, you can feel a little bit like depressed, or you're questioning, you know, what's happening here is this is your desired end result that you are looking to create with new beliefs. And here's your subconscious going, let's keep bringing it down. Let's keep bringing you back. It's trying to keep you in your comfort zone and keep you safe. Now, we've got our feel goods, we've got our dopamines, but you want to create dopamine in a way that's lasting results instead of
that quick fix.
And that quick fix can actually be scrolling through social media. Like we get dopamine from scrolling through social media. People they get their little highs from scrolling through social media. That becomes a habit that you then become. Yes, that tends to become a little more difficult to break. I've caught myself doing it. Like there are certain movies I really like, so I'm like, ooh, 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 and then I'm like, look at you. So,
Yeah.
like
Guilty as charged.
for me though, I love Christmas. I love the snow. I'm so excited for it. So, and I'm scrolling and I've got
Mm-hmm.
all of these snow reels that I see.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, the Christmas music's on. And I'm like, okay, now it takes awareness to see what you're doing.
True.
People get stuck doing this for hours.
Mm-hmm.
It's a matter of saying, I'm going to do this for 15 minutes because I love snow and I want to see it.
Yeah.
But it's not to sit there and try to forget about life.
Yeah.
People use it as a habit to avoid other things. So you're getting your dopamine fix.
I think that you are like stepping on the toes of all my viewers right now because they're like, oh my God.
Listen, been there, done that. Yep.
And I get it because like yesterday, I felt the need. My spirit was just like, go to the park, have your chai tea, and just sit.
Mhm.
And just sit. And even though my phone was there, I just took moments of just being still with
Mhm.
myself. And I do my best to try to practice that as well because I always want to balance. And there's moments where I just take like a whole social media break and I'm not on it. And I always say to myself, if I was not a business owner and an entrepreneur, I would not be on social media whatsoever at all.
Agreed.
At all.
Very little I would be
Mhm.
on there because there
Mhm.
is a lot of everything is energy. Everything's
Mhm.
energy. So social media is energy.
It is.
And what happens is not only you get cortisol from it, you get stressed out from being on there because now if you are a business owner, now you're in comparisonitis.
Yeah.
Now you're like, oh, she's doing better than me. Oh,
Mhm.
look at what she's accomplished. Oh my
Mhm.
God, I wish I was there.
Yeah. I did a TikTok about that yesterday or the day before, I think. And it was about when people are talking about their success or they've accomplished something, instead of being jealous and envious, allow yourself to be inspired by that person of saying, okay, well, if this person can do it and what's my excuse? I don't have an excuse, or even have a conversation with that person and ask them like, how did you go about doing this said thing to inspire me to do something, as opposed to having a jealousy and envy in you to say, oh, they this, that, next, and a third. But it's just like, if that's triggering you, let's do some self introspection to try to figure out why it's triggering you. I actually had I did that TikTok yesterday. I think, yeah, yesterday.
And that's important because here's the thing. If you're going to create new beliefs, right? Your desired end result is to be this amazing, successful business owner. Now you see one and you get triggered.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it this way. Let's totally reframe it.
Mm-hmm.
Because what happens is as you are creating these new neural pathways, your subconscious
Mm-hmm.
now is going to start looking for positive evidence that this is where you're headed. So
Okay.
instead of being triggered by that,
Mm-hmm.
if your new belief is I am a successful entrepreneur and I'm just making this up, and now you see all of these individuals who are successful entrepreneurs, look, yep, that's me. Yep, that's me. Yes, thank you for that, for showing me this. This is
Mm-hmm.
possible.
Mm-hmm.
It's, instead of getting into that, and if you do get into this comparisonitis, get the hell off of social media and take your ass outside. Because
Exactly.
the only thing you're doing here is creating a negative feeling. You are
Yeah.
dropping your vibration. Now you're
Mm-hmm.
in this lower envy, jealousy,
Yep.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
for pointing fingers at people or whatever your story that your mind is going to create now.
Mm-hmm.
No, the best thing is shut it all down, go into something funny, go outside, do something that you enjoy to get
Absolutely.
your mind off of this and refocused on other things.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's affirmation for me and confirmation for me, because there's moments where I'm creating a flyer or I'm doing a video, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and it becomes a little overwhelming. So I like literally close my laptop and I just go for a walk, because I love being in nature, because nature like really does something to my soul, but it also gives me a chance just to step away and just to kind of like retrain my thought process. And then it helps me to have the downloads and the creativity that I do need, because at that point I'm like the cortisol that you're talking about, the increase of stress, I'm decreasing it by just stepping away. And not, because normally before I would just force it and just be like, no, 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 I have to continue and finish this, but then it doesn't come out the way that I want it to, because at that point I'm doing too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're depleting yourself. That's what you're
Yeah.
doing. Ultimately,
Yes.
you're depleting your energy, and
Mhm.
that's not the way to accomplish anything. Because
Right.
when you deplete your energy and now you go to post or you go to put something out,
It's not authentic.
it's not authentic. And people feel that. People
Yeah,
actually feel the level of your energy, your authenticity of what you're posting.
absolutely. For
I
sure.
mean, how many times have we seen these posts where it's like, oh my God, I did this, I did that. And you're like, it's not even that you're being triggered by it. You feel the energy around it and it's not coming off as authentic. And it's like, okay, something doesn't feel right to me.
Right.
How many times have you, like, there have been these, someone's like, oh, listen to this. It's this great thing. And I don't know, astrology or energy or this. And I'll listen to it. And I'm like, it's not landing for me. It
Right.
doesn't feel like
Yeah.
authentic, that they're actually sharing from a place of confidence
Mm-hmm.
and security for themselves.
Right. And I think sometimes too, in the world that we live in now with like AI and Chat
Mm,
GPT, which I do use. However, when I use it, I program it to sound just like me.
mhm.
It has to sound like me. It has to feel like me, or else I don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't do it at all.
And
So let's talk about the subliminal audios that you've created, and how did that come about, and how does it work?
So
I see how you got excited just now. Are you ready to talk about it?
because you know what? We don't give our brains credit. We don't give ourselves credit. We stick with the story that society has given us, our families have given us, our friends have given us, and we don't allow ourselves for possibilities.
Mm,
And really delving into how powerful our brains are, we can change the beliefs. We can change our reality. We can reframe, rescript, and have it as our desired end results.
absolutely. Agreed
This was
100%.
all part of my intuition told me to go follow this path.
Mm-hmm.
And, I have used subliminals from big names.
Mm-hmm.
And my needle moved incrementally. It did not give me the desired end results. That were the questions I was asking.
Mm-hmm.
And I received answers of, it's not your voice, it's generic, it's not what you desire. So our subconscious, when we hear subliminals, A, you don't know who the speaker is. B,
Mm-hmm.
you really do not know what the affirmations are.
Let's go back to that for a moment. We do not know who the speaker is. Touch on that more for me, because I want my viewers and my community to understand what that is, especially when we're in our heads all the time, or creating stories in our heads, or our thought processes on a daily basis is going 5,000 miles a minute with the hamster on a wheel. So, what is that? Define that for me and break it down a little bit.
Subliminal basically is somebody recording positive new beliefs for you
Mm-hmm.
below your audio level, whereas you're hearing the binaural beats, you're hearing the nature sound. So what I have it set up as, because I've created tracks myself, binaural beats, I'm using delta, theta, alpha brainwaves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using nature sounds. Nature sounds are so relaxing. They bring your anxiety levels. They calm your nervous system down, nature. And then what happens is, whoever created these generic subliminals, you don't hear anything. You don't hear what's being spoken. You don't hear who's speaking it. So it's below what you're able to hear.
Mm.
So now Your subconscious is hearing it. You're moving the needle incrementally because your subconscious doesn't trust this person. And if what is being spoken is not in alignment with who you are, who you're going to become, who you are becoming, it shuts it down.
Wow.
It shuts it down. Now, we absolutely can change our beliefs with repetition.
Agreed.
Repetition. It is proven. It is neuroscience. It has been proven with repetition, you can change your beliefs. So, for example, I am, in my opinion, we're going to start there, in my opinion.
Disclaimer, in her opinion.
I don't believe we have to go back to where a belief stemmed from. You just have a belief of you don't feel worthy and deserving of making money, or you don't have a belief of you are worthy and deserving of having the perfect significant other, or having friends, or having people in your lives that empower you. I don't believe that you have to go down to when you were 2, so-and-so said this, and this is what happened. There are people who disagree, and that's okay. I recommend you do what works best for you.
Absolutely.
However, with that being said, if you want to live an empowered lifestyle, you want to create change on a global level, you want to have amazing friends, you want to have a great, deeply connected relationship. So now this is your desired end result. Now let's start creating beliefs around it. I am worthy and deserving of having a great relationship. I am worthy and deserving of communicating my wants, needs, and desires with my significant other. I am worthy and deserving to have somebody who loves me exactly who I am. Right? I am safe. Right? Ultimately, it's a worthy and deserving issue. It's a safety issue. You're not safe in your body. You're not safe around other people. So I am safe having a successful business. I am safe having money. I am safe managing money. I am safe investing money. So whatever it is, you're creating a desired end result. Now you're going backwards. I easily and effortlessly attract money. I easily and effortlessly attract my perfect clients. I easily and effortlessly give my clients phenomenal results. So whatever it is that you want as your desired end result, go back and create, positive present tense affirmations. Positive present tense affirmations.
I was looking at a TikTok one day, and the gentleman was talking about the difference between affirmations. When you're saying an affirmations, instead of saying I am, say I feel. So instead of saying I am grateful, say I feel grateful, and actually embody the feeling of gratitude when you're saying it, as opposed to just saying I'm grateful. What are your thoughts on that?
You could do both.
Okay.
Ultimately, when you say an affirmation that you are saying, so it's affirmations, new beliefs. That's what I truly believe. Affirmations are creating new beliefs. Does it feel expansive? Do you feel peaceful? Do you feel excited? If not, don't say it. For me, I am a money magnet, drives me absolutely, utterly demented.
Explain, please.
I say I am a money magnet, and I said it for years. Okay?
That you're a money magnet.
Let me see. Bob Proctor, Louise Hay, Wayne Dyer, John Assaraf. I am a money magnet. I am a money magnet. I am a money magnet. How many times have you heard I am a money magnet from the big gurus?
I've heard it several times.
Well, for whatever reason, I am a money magnet. Just knots up my insides. It when I say it, it doesn't feel like Tricia. It doesn't feel authentic
Oh,
to
wow.
me. It doesn't, it's just, but I said it,
Yeah,
They
because you
told
think of the
me.
greats and you think of following their belief systems instead of creating your own belief system and what feels good to you.
Yeah. So if you feel knots when you're saying an affirmation, please put it aside.
Y'all
Don't
better
say
be
it.
taking notes because she's dropping some gems and a half right now. I'm just letting you know. Thank you for the 7 people who are watching. Put your comments in the chat, please, because this is some good information right here. I'm gonna just go ahead, continue. Let me sip my tea. Hold on one second. I need to.
So if you don't feel it, don't say it.
Mm,
And I
okay.
forced myself for a long time to use that. So I finally just threw it away. I was like, I can't do this. I avoided it after that. And it wasn't until, again, asking the questions, that's not my desired end result. No.
So what you're saying is any affirmation that you're saying that's coming out your mouth from your body, if it doesn't feel peaceful or joyful or happy, and if it brings fear and anxiety and feelings of uncomfortableness, put it to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Reason why I'm asking that question is because I listen to Lisa Nichols. She's one of my favorites, and she has a video called I Am Enough. And there's one part of it that says your teeth should be shattering. You should have 2 butterflies in your stomach, and your knee should be knocking when you're like, it's something about when you know that you're on a verge of greatness, that
Mm-hmm.
there should be some level of a comfortability that comes
Mm-hmm.
along with it. Is that a belief system that we should have when it comes to thinking about our desires and our goals and dreams, that it should cause us to be uncomfortable in how we're feeling? Or should it be what you're talking about, where, hey, watching on the TV, just letting you know I'm grateful for the soulful conversations. You're welcome, Vernicia. So, should it be something that is bringing peace to our soul, and we're soothing our nervous system when we are embarking on new journeys, new territories, or whatever the case may be? Or should it be that anxious nervousness type of uncomfortable feeling? Because majority of the time, for me anyway, when I get a specific download or something I should be doing or something I need to kind of like be in alignment with, there's moments where I'm like, fuck, can I really do this shit? And I get scared. But I do it anyway, because that's just me. Right. So how do you differentiate the two?
That's a really good question. So, like me, I am up leveling now. I am
Mm.
hitting ceilings and I'm about to break through.
Go
Is
girl.
there is there a level of fear? Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Because it's brand new
Absolutely.
territory.
Brand new territory. I'm uncomfortable. Just so that you are aware. I have spoken to many, many people,
Mm-hmm.
and we have spoken about the fear of failure and the fear of success. 99.9 of the people that I've spoken to, they're afraid of success.
Mm-hmm.
So when you are about to up level, that's your fear talking.
Mm-hmm.
So push through that to
Mm-hmm.
get to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
If you're afraid, it's because there is a question about, if I do become successful, how will this affect my current clients? How will this affect my current significant other? How will this affect my current friendships? How will people look at me? There is this question of, I'm about to break through to my next level, and how is this going to look? Because you've never been in that
Right.
situation before, and it is exciting, it is scary,
Mm-hmm.
it is the thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, now I'm going to give an example. If you've only been making $5,000 a month from your clients or your job or whatever. Now you start walking around the house. I am a multimillionaire.
Mm-hmm.
There is a level of discomfort. Nuts. Because your subconscious is now saying, wait a second, here we are, right? This is where we're at. You're thinking you're going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
So when you start saying it, it's this utter disbelief. Whereas if you said, I am easily and effortlessly making $10,000 or more a month, now it's exciting. Holy shit, can I do it? What can I do? And I am in no way saying that you cannot quantum leap quickly. But you also don't want to say something that is so far away from your current reality that your body just kind of says no.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a really, really good point.
And next month could be your 10K month. So then you change your belief again. I am easily making, $25,000 a month. So it's you're quickly up leveling, but you don't want to say something that is so far outside of any possibility that you have ever seen or been in, that you now have your nervous system is going totally crazy. You are like just freaking out saying it. It's not expansive. You don't feel excited.
Hey,
Dea. Huh? I didn't hear you.
Oh, I was saying hi to my friend Dea.
Oh. So it's all of these pieces together.
Yeah.
So feel when you start saying it out loud.
Say it again. It's I am effortlessly making 10K a month. That's what you said.
Easily and effortlessly making $10,000 a month or more.
Or more. Okay, cool. That makes me a little nervous.
A little nervous, but excited.
Yes, at the same time, excited, nervous, excited. Right. So when you're having those feelings and you're saying it and it makes you nervous and excited at the same time, how do you connect your conscious mind with your subconscious mind, where your belief systems are concerned around that?
Well, that's where we reprogram our subconscious. You can use these tracks and they're always playing, right?
They are.
They're playing. So for example, I love using my tracks when I exercise. I love using my tracks when I'm creating content.
Oh.
Because now you're giving your conscious mind directives. And now your subconscious mind is hearing your subliminals.
Okay, because I'm a person that I do have a brain that goes 500,000 miles a minute. So at nighttime, what I started doing is I listened to binaural beats to help with like healing, sleep, abundance, those types of things. And I'll listen to it for like 8 hours at a time. And I wake up in the morning, I'm just like, oh, I feel so refreshed, or whatever the case may be. So when it comes to, in the daytime and stuff, and you're moving around and you're working and so on and so forth, and you're listening to these types of subliminal tracks, which you've created, are you just listening to them and just going about your day? Like how do you set that up? Like, what is that like that a person should practice moving forward? If someone was to say, okay, Tricia, I want to, purchase your subliminal tracks or work with you with that is concerned, like, what's that practice like for them? Like, how do you instruct them or direct them to do that?
So I will share, like, when I work during the day, when I respond to emails, when I'm creating content, when I am reading that class, when I was reading, I had my headphones on because it's right and left ears are both working. You're giving the different binaural beats to, you got your left side, you have your right side, you also have your stereo where you are speaking. And so I'll do it then. it's cleaning the house. I particularly have created, not only do I listen to it when I'm creating content, but I like to, at the end of my night, when I'm ready to go to bed, I put them on and I'm journaling, I'm reading, I'm relaxing, and the music is just going. It's sub-audible and it's just playing.
That's awesome.
So it's very easy to put into your habits because you're not really changing. You're just putting on your headphones and listening. So it's easy to incorporate. It's very easy to incorporate.
This is it. It reminds me of like a sort of a meditation, if you will.
I actually do that as well. Yes.
Okay. That's what it's giving me. It's giving
use
me
it as meditation, but for me, I like to have my conscious doing something so that my subconscious listening, because my mind goes 500 miles constantly.
Me too.
I have that overthink constantly.
Yes.
So what my tracks have also done is settle that down. Settle down that negative Nelly, that story creation.
Yep.
So all of that has settled. So like I do tracks on worthiness, self-confidence, wealth, success, business, client attraction, forgiveness. And it's affirmations based in that area. So it's just a matter of listening to it. And when you're crafting, here's a really, really good tip, guys. When you are crafting your affirmations, do not use not.
What?
Our subconscious will not recognize the word not. So let's say I actually had a client do this. She said, I am not easily defeated.
Now you're going to make me check my book to make sure, my book of affirmations, to make sure I have that in there.
And so when I was having a conversation with her, she's like, she was having, what was showing up for her. And I said, all right, let's see what's going on, because my clients, not only do they craft their own affirmations, they record it in their own voice. So their subconscious is hearing them from the get-go. There is no question about who this is and if your subconscious trusts, because it's you trust yourself. And if you don't trust yourself, then we have to craft an affirmation around
trust
yourself.
Yes. I got you. That makes sense.
But when I did my deep dive, one of the things that I uncovered was our subconscious, the words not, shouldn't, couldn't, wouldn't, no longer. It has to be a positive affirmation in the present tense.
Got you.
So I am, or I feel, I easily attract amazing friendships.
I like that. I easily attract clients effortlessly. I like that. I can see myself saying something like that with full confidence.
Yes.
For sure. That's okay. I learned. You taught me something today. I learned something today. You educated me.
I educated you. Well, because here's the thing too. We're constantly speaking to ourselves.
We are.
We are constantly. If I can leave you with anything, pay attention, bring self-reflection, self-awareness. How are you speaking to yourself? What are you saying to yourself? I am not easily defeated. Because now you've just dropped off the knot. It says, I am easily defeated.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
So when I look at social media and I look at these posts that are meant to be positive, myself included, because it is a whole new realm of speaking to yourself. It is a whole new realm of what you're putting out there, because what you're putting out there is what you're putting inside of you.
Yeah, you're consuming it.
You're consuming it.
Mm-hmm.
So check what you're saying too on social media.
I will definitely do that for sure, for sure. So, do you have any like holiday special packages, offers of which you're gifting all of us in these streets?
If anybody is interested in purchasing a track,
Mhm.
and you are coming through Soulful, then please let me know, and I will also gift you a 30-minute conversation with me where we can delve into your affirmations. We can craft them in a way that goes beyond the superficial. There are so many people that are like, oh, I want clients. Okay. What kind of clients?
Mm-hmm.
Are they in alignment with you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you actually know, what types of people you want to? So we would be delving into that, and I'm just using that as an example.
Absolutely.
If you
Absolutely.
want to have better relationships, we have to delve into communication. People say, "I want freedom."
Mm, yeah,
So
that's me.
you do. What does freedom mean to you?
It means peace and calm. It means being able to be fearless and confident in doing whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it without hesitancy, without no type of self doubt, like no doubt at all. That's what freedom feels like to me. That if I think about something and I feel it in my heart space, it manifests powerfully. That's what that means to me.
Okay, let's take it to a whole new
Ooh.
level. So it's freedom to experience. Freedom to experience creativity,
Mm-hmm.
freedom to experience self expression,
Mm-hmm.
freedom to experience self love, freedom to experience. And I love, like, I actually have freedom written out for me.
Well, I have free right here. Let me see if I can show it to you.
Mhm.
It's my tattoo. It says, well, you can't see it, but it
Yeah,
says
yeah,
right
yep,
here.
yep, yep, yes, yes. So, like, it's so if you want something, instead of just using a broad word, break that word out
Mm-hmm.
to exactly what it means to you. And it can change and it's
Yeah.
revisit it. Um, I have a little whiteboard over here. It says, everything I desire comes easily to me, right? And it's right here.
Everything I desire
So what
easily.
I did was I kind of broke that out. So it's health, wealth, clients, time, travel, relationship, friendships, creativity.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I desire comes easily to me. So if
Okay.
you're going to do something that's broad, then break it down. So when you say that affirmation, you're like, yes, because this encompasses all these pieces for me.
So everything I desire comes easily to me, and then you break down what you want to come easily to you. Be it a new job, a relationship, new clients, impeccable health, money, whatever it is that you desire.
Yes.
Great. Okay, everything I desire comes easily to me. Okay, I can do that. I can add that to my repertoire of thoughts and processes.
So here we can actually add an extra caveat. Everything I desire comes easily to me in the most amazing ways.
Okay, in the most amazing ways. And I think practicing that all the time actually will definitely reframe, like you said, the power of thinking the way your thought processes is because growing up, we've learned to think a certain kind of way. And now that we're adults, it's having to kind of like break the cycle patterns and habits of our thought processes and how we,
Mhm.
hey, what's up? Hey, Alexis, of how we think and how we feel about ourselves. And I think it's also too based on how we feel about ourselves because when you were talking about worthiness, having some
Mhm.
subliminal audios for worthiness, I think a lot of people, hey Trip, what's going on? So it's like the feeling of worthiness along with what when you're speaking it out into the world, I
Mhm.
think that's the other intricate part of it too, because we can say um, everything that I desire comes to me easily. You're saying it, but also being able to connect the feeling of feeling worthy of it at the same time is a huge dynamic with that too. Like it has to connect. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
So when
So
it comes,
you wanna say your affirmations.
okay,
When you're saying it has to come, and again, you feel expansive. You feel like you're growing with it. You
right.
feel excited. You feel peaceful. It is invoking feelings within you.
Question: what is the difference between invoking and evoking? Because there's two things, right? You said invoke just now. My mind was just like, ding, I need to ask that question.
Well, I think we need to have a vocabulary lesson.
That's something I've heard in the spiritual community about invoke and evoke. So that's why I wanted to kind of like get clarification around it. So I'm glad that you brought up what you just said.
Well, when you invoke something, how is it making you feel? And I got to tell you, and I mean, and I love the spiritual community, but there's so many do's and don'ts. Everything I have told you, if it does not resonate with you, throw it out.
Okay, that makes sense. It makes perfect sense. But everything you said does resonate with me, and I know my community because they're like this right now. I can feel it.
If it
They're not
doesn't,
saying anything, but they're like,
yeah. See, like for example, I am a money magnet. It did not resonate with me, and yet I still did it.
because someone who was so higher than life when it comes to these gurus and famous people and celebrities and all that stuff,
Yeah.
it may have worked for them, but it may not work for you.
Yes.
Okay.
See, that's the problem with generic affirmations as well. It's not specific to you, your wants, your desires, the things that you're choosing in life.
See, that's the reason why with my affirmation book, I wrote it the way that I wrote it because I didn't want it to be a generic type of affirmation book. I felt like if I was going to write a book, because it's kind of like a biography of my life, but in forms of affirmations, I didn't want it to be something that was just like, I am this and I am that. Like it had to have like some type of power and punch and kick to it. That when I say it or when people read it, it does something to them. That was so important to me to write something that was very heartfelt and powerful and to make you think and feel certain things.
And sometimes it's just a tweak of your language. Like you may like, I easily manage money, but you may have a different language for it.
Yeah.
So that's what you want to do. Like whatever lands for you that feels good. That brings that emotion up for you, because if you're going to say something and you're emotionless,
it's not going to work. You can say it all day. And I experienced that before in 2021, 2022. I was looking at all these different affirmational videos of instructions of how to manifest and how to do this and how to do that. But I was so numb because I was going through so many different things, and I would say it day after day after day. And I'm like, there's no fucking results. Where the fuck is this shit? I'm trying to.
It's true. Yeah.
It didn't work at all. And nowadays, and I'm going to implement everything you just said, of course, because again, I'm a student. But nowadays, when I say certain things, like this past weekend, Friday, I went to do a pop-up to sell some jewelry, and that didn't pan out well. But I'm like, you know what? I know that I'm still going to make money over this weekend, so I'm not even going to worry about it. And so said, so done. It just happens however it happens. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm grateful for it. And that was it. So I feel like implementing what you just said is probably going to make it more powerful and exponential. Plus the way that I'm feeling about it is going to tie in as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. When you start to create affirmations, create these new beliefs, create these new neural pathways within your brain, all of a sudden your brain's going to start showing you that positive evidence. These opportunities are going to come up. These new people will be brought into your sphere. The universe is always on your side. The universe is always on your side. What are you putting out into the universe?
True.
Because ultimately, we are creating our reality based upon our beliefs.
Yep. Agreed.
So if you don't like what's going on outside in your life, check in and say, I don't like any of these results. They all suck. Or this is awesome, that's awesome. That's got to get tweaked.
Yeah.
Then you know there's a belief somewhere in your subconscious that is creating this reality for you. Now you're going to say, okay, what affirmation can I craft for myself that is going to change this reality? And it's also going to make me excited and happy. And I can't wait for this to happen.
Can I say it's happening right now in real time?
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, cool. But thank you so much, Tricia. I appreciate this conversation. We're not done yet, guys, but I know Tricia, her time is limited and she has other stuff she needs to do. And so I just wanted to extend gratitude to you. And also, everyone, please follow Tricia Dyka on all social media platforms. What's that? Facebook, Insta. Are you on TikTok?
Okay. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm now doing YouTube.
Yay! Yeah. Awesome. Good stuff. So make sure that you follow Tricia. I'm definitely implementing all of these things like in real time ASAP. Because I'm just that type of person. And I feel for me, I'm actually in the process of always practicing the self-worth factor into what I'm saying to myself with the affirmations. That's something that's I think a lot of people struggle with, that they may say, money comes to me easily, whatever desire, but it's the feeling of the worthiness. So definitely connect with Tricia. She has some amazing subliminal audios and other things she does. And thank you so much. I really enjoyed this conversation.
Thank you so much, Dillis. I'm glad I really enjoyed this conversation with you.
Yeah. Shatisha says this conversation was enlightening. Thank you, Tricia, for sharing. We appreciate it.
I'm so glad. Thank you.
Absolutely. So I'm going to get into these card pulls with my peeps. You're more than welcome to stay or gotta go.
Well, what are you doing?
Oh, okay. So everyone, you know how this works. This is my goddess Isis Oracle messages. Anybody that wants a card pull, just say yes. And I always ask permission. So do I have permission to pull a card for you, Tricia?
Oh, sure.
Okay, cool. So that's all I do is I pull a card and they'll be like, yes or no. Ooh, okay. Your card pulls up that Goddess Isis wants to empower you to trust your intuition as it will never steer you wrong. Trust your inner knowing and inner power. Trust your spiritual authority. That's what she's saying to you, which is perfect.
It's perfect too.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It just flipped right out. I was just like, yep, that's her card. And so the other thing, okay, Alexis, yes. The other thing, Tricia, that I would like to do for you is, can you close your eyes and take a deep breath and give me the first number that pops up into your head from 1 to 365?
88.
88. So 88 says, oh, went back too far now. My days of overextending to feel accepted are over. My energy and time are valuable, and I use them wisely. I no longer drain my energy and spirit by extending them to people who are not deserving.
Very much me. However, if you would have met me a couple of years ago.
Yep. Different story, right?
Different story. Absolutely.
So this is what I do with my community. I give them a card pull from this deck as well as my other deck. It's called Soul Awakening Affirmations.
Cool.
I just created it, and I just like to just give them affirmations and just like encouragement so they could move around, and their waking life with not having to like stress or all this kind of stuff. But also not but also the conversation really helps. This conversation definitely helped for sure.
Yeah. Well, you're fabulous at it.
I am. I
You
am.
are
I love
empowering
it.
and guiding. Yes.
Yes. I feel I'm here to share, teach, and awaken and help people to really, really step into the truest and authentic form of themselves from their soul. From their soul. So and that's what I do for my community.
Yeah. You help them connect.
Yep. For sure. For sure. So Alexis, yours says, Goddess Isis is proud of you for making it through the storm and the fire and is rising up from the ashes like a phoenix. She is proud of you for not giving up on yourself when you wanted to give up. And she is proud of you for putting yourself first and honoring all of who you are. That's her to a T because she's going through a lot this day. Alexis also says, thank you, Tricia.
You're so welcome.
Alia. Hey, Alia. Alia, your card says Goddess Isis empowers you to take the power and permission you have given to others. She empowers you to exercise your power of no, because no is a complete sentence, without feeling shameful, fearful, or guilty. And she empowers you to no longer give explanations or apologies to others about your life.
Powerful, though. Powerful messages you're giving.
Lonnie, what's up, Leilani? Goddess Isis empowers you to set powerful boundaries with those around you. She empowers you to trust yourself and your intuition, to see people for exactly who they are. She empowers you to take a look at the parts you play in the lives of others and take full responsibility and ownership of them.
Great.
Yeah.
That's great. It was, you know what? I'm gonna go, but I love listening to your cards. These are great cards, and I thank you so much for having me. And if you guys have any questions, let me know.
Absolutely. I'll share all your information with everybody on here to connect with you. Please make sure you follow Tricia on all social media platforms. She's an amazing human being. She has great content, great stuff, and definitely connect with her. If I were you, I would invest in a subliminal audio. So connect with her, get that consultation going. And that would be a great Christmas gift to yourself or someone you know that's struggling with just like thoughts and feelings and so on and so forth. This would be an amazing person to like really connect them to. So
Thank you, and enjoy your soulful oracle cards because they are fabulous.
thank you, darling. We'll talk soon. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. Anyone else would like an affirmation? I mean, a card pull. Trisha's awesome, right? Anybody else wants a card pull, please let me know. I'm going to go to the next card deck, which is a Soul Awakening deck. And then I'm going to go with the affirmations book. Anyway, guys, I wanted to mention something to you about something that I just did. It's a new journey of mine that I want to bring you on with me. So, you know how yes, please. Okay. Hey, Kedra, how are you? Okay. Thank you so much, Kedra. First time being here. I appreciate you. Let me do the card pull for Kedra, and I'll let everyone know the next thing that I'm doing. So Kedra, please let me know if I'm messing up your name or whatever. So Kedra Tay, Goddess Isis wants to empower you to embrace the magic within. She wants you to know that you are magic and no one can take away your magic, only if you allow it. You were born with magic within you to do amazing and wonderful things. Tap into your magic and change the entire world in your own extraordinary way. So that's for Kedra or Kedra. So guys, I actually would like for you to join me on this new venture that I am about to embark on. So how would you guys like to be with me? You had it right, and thank you. Okay, cool. How would you guys would like to connect with me in real time? Like in real time. How many? Yes? Put it in the chat. How would you like to connect with me in real time? Like speak to me in real time, which you do. Thank you. Connect with me in real time where you can ask me questions. not like this, but in a platform like Google Meet or Zoom, where we are connecting and having a video chat conversation in a community setting. How many of you guys would like to do that? Yes? Let me know in the chat. The reason why I'm asking is because she won't let us hide. Nope, not at all. The reason why I'm asking is because I created a monthly community. It's called Soulful Sanctuary. So this, a sanctuary, you know, is a safe space. It's a peaceful space. It's a calming space. So I'm creating, thank you. I'm creating a safe, soulful sanctuary for my community where you have access to me in real time twice a month, and it's 90 minutes twice a month. It'll be a setting for about 10 to 15 people, or whatever the case may be, where you're able to ask me questions. I give you guidance and clarity, actionable exercises, and things of that nature. Offer wisdom and experience and hold space for you in a judgment-free zone. And so I'm offering that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm offering that moving forward as of next month. I'm going to start it. It's called the Monthly Community Soulful Sanctuary. And you get poured into. I speak life over you. I give you specific tools and strategies and things of that nature to be able to independently motivate yourself, mind, heart, body, and spirit. I'll help you learn how to tap into who you are, how to go through bouts of introspection and investigation of yourself, where you don't need to lean on other people. You can actually lean on you, where you can trust your intuition and your inner knowing, your spiritual authority, where you can actually trust your soul's GPS. And also, I teach you how to create your soul's blueprint. And together we can identify what the true purpose is here on in this planet on real time. I was actually helping a client today within 10 minutes to know exactly what platform would work for his business. Within 10 minutes, I got it right away. So the investment for that is only $47 every month, and we meet twice a month. And I'm offering my favorite and most powerful healing sleep meditation music. It's 8 to 11 hours of meditational music to help refocus and reframe your thinking process while you sleep at night. Thank you, Shatisha. It is real good to sleep at night. It comes with different perks and bonuses and things of that nature. And again, you have 5 minutes to ask me specific questions, and I will answer those questions for you detailed with implementation, skills, holding space, empowering you, motivating you, all of the things where you will never feel empty when you leave the soulful sanctuary. You will feel so full that you're able to take on the world. You're able to really, really overcome challenges and adversities when they occur in life with confidence and fearlessness and faith within the self. And of course, again, identifying your soul's blueprint. We all have a blueprint in our soul that we want to identify what that is or discover exactly who you are. And this is a safe space for you to remove your mask that you wear every single day to survive, because I'm going to show you how to no longer be in fight or flight mode or survival mode or dissociate from situations, where you stand fully in your power and your truth of who you are as a spiritual being having a human experience. So if this is something that sounds good to you, to your soul, and is something that you want to be a part of, let me know. I will send you the link. You can read more about it, or you can hit me up, DM me, whatever the case may be. If you have questions, I'm here to answer the questions for you. And so this is what it is. It's just a small investment of $47, and we meet twice a month. Like I said, it's going to be on Google Meet, and I'm going to record it and send everyone the recording so you can go and play it back if you need to, or you just can email me quickly and just let me know, hey, there's something I didn't understand. Or if when we're doing the Soulful Sanctuary meetups, ask me right there and then, is there something you don't understand? Or if there's something not really registering or clicking, I'll be right there in real time. So this is a real-time conversation with me online for 90 minutes where you can ask me anything and all the things. Does that sound good? Let me know if you're interested. I'll send over the link so you can check out the information and sign up for it. And the $47 for anyone who's on here right now, From now until January, you are grandfathered in for life. Only at that amount because it's going to go up in January. So this is to my community of people right now in real time that rock with me. It'll just be $47 for you guys for whenever you decide, okay, well, I feel like my soul and spirit have been fed. I can go independently in the world and confront what I need to confront powerfully, because now I am my true, authentic, real, and raw self, where I am not going to be shaken or stirred, where I'm going to be unbreakable. I'm going to be unbreakable, unshakable, untouchable, and unfuckwithable, because that's where I want you to get to. A point where you are so you can't, nobody can fuck with you. Not what they say, not what they think, none of it. So, if there's something you're interested in, let me know. I just thought that I would put it out there. So let's go to the Soul Awakening deck. Anybody wants a Soul Awakening affirmation? Let me know. Just say I. That's it right there. It's so bright. Let me know and I will pull one for you. I'll be on here for a little bit longer. And then, yeah, I got to go and get ready because I am headed away for Thanksgiving weekend. All right, Lonnie. Let's see. Lonnie, your card is love flows to me and through me, guiding my actions and my intentions. Love flows to me and through me, guiding my actions and my intentions. That's your card, Lonnie. Anybody else would like a soul awakening affirmation? Let me know. Of course, you're absolutely welcome. Not a problem at all. The greatest gift that you guys can give yourself is the gift of transformation, inner knowing, knowing who you are emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and psychologically, because it helps to create and develop how you navigate in the world. And you have to be open, willing, and ready to go through the process of doing this work. This work isn't easy. It can be very uncomfortable at times and very fearful at times. However, if you consistently put in the work and the time to invest in yourself in that way, when it comes to your healing journey and how you process your thoughts and how you process your feelings, life will, not like that life will get easier, because there's certain things that are out of our control, but it will help you to respond in a very positive and authentic, real way. That's what it does. So just thought I'll put it out there. Anybody else? So mine is I forgive myself and others, creating space for my soul to heal and grow. Perfect for what I was just talking about. Let me see if you can see it. There we go. I forgive myself and others, creating space for my soul to heal and grow. Always healing, always growing, all day, every day. All right, Alia. All righty. Let's see what card pops up for you. So, Alia, I feel free to be my most authentic self without apology or fear. I feel free to be my most authentic self without apology or fear. That's for you, Alia. Feel free to be your most authentic self without apology or fear. False evidence appearing real, as they say. All right, anyone else? Anybody else? Nope. Going once, going twice. If not, I'm going to go to the affirmations book and then I'm going to get off here. I got things to do. All right, Kedra. All right. Let's go with Kedra. So yours is, I honor my soul's purpose and live each day in alignment with my truth. I honor my soul's purpose and live each day in alignment with my truth. That's for you, Kedra. Let's see if you can see it. There we go. There we go. I honor my soul's purpose and live each day in alignment with my truth. What is the truth? What is your truth? Got to ask yourself that question, because certain things that we tell ourselves are not our truth. And it happens more than you think. So, anybody else? If not, I'm going to go to the affirmation book. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. You're welcome. Not a problem. Happy that you're here. Welcome to the community. I appreciate you. All right. So now we're going to go to the card, the book, affirmations book. So how this goes is you're going to close your eyes and take a deep breath, and then you're going to type in a chat the first number that pops into your mind between 1 to 365. Let me do my affirmation for myself. So my affirmation says, growth means learning lessons, applying them to my life daily on my journey to discover more about myself, mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually, and spiritually. That's mine. Okay, Alia, 60. So 60 says, I strive to set honest and transparent examples for future generations. I exemplify integrity and a positive outlook on life, and I strive to inspire others to do the same. That's for you, Alia. I strive to set honest and transparent examples for future generations. I exemplify integrity and a positive outlook on life, and I strive to inspire others to do the same. 49 for Lani. So Lani, I choose to work on myself daily, regardless of how discouraged I may feel due to the things in my life not working out the way I desire them to. I choose to work on myself daily, regardless of how discouraged I may feel due to things in my life not working out the way I desire them to. It makes you smile. I'm glad. That's for you, Lonnie. That's for you. You're choosing to work on yourself daily, regardless of how discouraged. Daily, that part, exactly. It's a process every single day because we have to switch around and reframe the thought processes and the things that we were taught growing up, because that is not our truth. That's someone else's truth that was actually placed upon us. So now that we're adults, our job in real time now is to shift the mindset and thinking about who we are and who we think we are, but actually creating who we want to be. And so, like Tricia was saying, when it comes to your thought process, it's what was she saying? Something about, I desire money to come to me easily, or I desire a relationship to come to me easily, or I desire clients to come to me easily. Not only saying it, but feeling worthy of it. It's very, very important that you do so, because your brain has a way of tricking you to not think that you deserve it. So that's what I would say about that. So before I get off here, I will shout out my 3 wonderful ladies that are here for the business shout out. They're not here, but So we have Kathy Mincer, Believe with Young Living, empowerment coach, author, and entrepreneur. Follow Kathy Mincer on social media. And then we have Ires, Alliston. She's a speaker, trainer, and business coach. And with Ires, she is looking to work with new coaches who want to make money and build recurring online income. And she's really, really good at what she does. So follow Ires, Alliston, IRES. I'm going to put it in the description box. And then we have Amberly McCrea. She's a therapeutic nutritionist. So she incorporates therapy and nutrition all at the same time to get you to where you want to be on your self-discovery journey, or whatever that looks like to you. So those are the 3 shout outs, 3 business owners. If you are an entrepreneur on here and you want to be shouted out, I actually have different packages for the shout outs. I have the one for 25 where I'm doing exactly this. And then you have 3 shout outs, 55. So you get 3 shout outs at 3 consecutive Mondays. And then the other part about it is a shout out plus a 30-minute guest appearance guest expert appearance here on Monday night Soulful Conversations, just like Tricia did. You're able to come on and talk about what you know, what you specialize in, and that is $77 for that. So if anyone is an entrepreneur on here and you are aspiring entrepreneur and you're having a hard time getting your business out to the community, this is a good place for you to do it, because my community will definitely welcome you and follow you and all that good stuff. And you never know who you can meet. I did the streamathon last week, Wednesday, and a good sisterpreneur friend of mine, she has candles that she sells, and another sisterpreneur has a oracle card set, a sacred sensual woman set, or something to that effect, and she wanted to incorporate candles into her products, and so they connected. So you never know who you could meet. Always be open-minded and ready and willing to embrace and receive opportunities that's coming your way. You just don't know. And that's why I'm doing the streamathon, to help other entrepreneurs, because it's a win-win for me. Like I said, it's not about me going to the top by myself. I want to bring everyone who's willing, ready, and open to come up with me to come with me. It's a journey. I'm here to share, teach, and awaken humanity and individuals who are ready to live in their truest and authentic purpose and self, learn what their blueprint is, learn what their soul's purpose is in this lifetime, right now, in real time. Because once you are called to go into another lifetime and transition into another world, you know, when you take your last breath, you want to make sure that you've done everything that you were supposed to do in this life. You don't want to come back and do it again. Or maybe that is the purpose. Who knows? So, Dillis Victoria here. Thank you so much for tuning in and rocking with me. I appreciate everyone on here and the new people that are on here as well. And those who are just lurking and not saying anything, eventually you'll come on and introduce who you are and tell us where you're from and what you're grateful for and all the things. And I wish you guys happy Thanksgiving, or happy Indigenous Day, as Native Native American brothers and sisters says. And just be well. Be well. Take care of yourselves, and we'll talk soon. Bye.